Welcome to SCOTtrends.com. My name is Mark Melnick, and it's going to be a little bit of a different market recap today for you YouTube listeners and who like to tune in to what we did and what we caught and what worked for us today. But today is going to be a little different. Right here, I have overlaid a daily chart of Goldman Sachs versus XLF. What is XLF? What is it? Why talk about XLF? Well, XLF is the Spider Select Sector Fund for financials. That's what XLF is. And as you can see, Goldman Sachs right here today, and most days, I mean, let me pull up a 5-year. Maybe you'll see, for the most part, looks better on the 3. For the most part, you could see when XLF goes down, Goldman goes down, I mean, to different percentages. And when XLF goes up, you can obviously see the chart correlation here between XLF and Goldman Sachs. That is the important thing to know why we crushed that last moment in Goldman Sachs today. This is how we did it. Now, Goldman Sachs, I'm going to pull up a 1-minute chart because I'm going to just show you to a T exactly what happened. You could just see XLF, this tail is fake. You could just see XLF just following Goldman almost to a T today, except for this moment right here. You see this moment right here in Goldman Sachs and XLF? XLF up bars represented by gold, XLF down bars represented by blue, green and red representing up and down bars on Goldman Sachs. Now what happened here was this. You can't see it from what I'm going to talk about right now, but if you were watching Goldman Sachs today, you'll definitely know what I'm talking about. I was talking about the 100,000 share offer of Goldman Sachs at $165. There was 100,000 shares. There was a big order to sell, and it got bought out right here. And you could see when it was ready to break this 165 level, it exploded up, got a little choppy, and then plummeted down to 164. It says 48. I know that was a black box print. It was actually down to 164.50. That's where the level held. And that's where I said you should go all in. Why? Because XLF at this one crucial moment of the day, right over here, and now that I zoomed in, you could see it even easier. You could see this beautiful, beautiful divergence right here in XLF and Goldman Sachs. This is what I call an opportunity of a lifetime. You could see XLF ticking up. You could see Goldman Sachs ticking down. I said go all in Goldman Sachs right in the 164.50s range. That's where, we started loading in all our shares. We saw XLF keep going. My call was that Goldman Sachs was going to continue to rip because XLF was going to continue to rip, and it played catch up, and we absolutely murdered it today. But why? Why did I think XLF would keep going up? Why didn't I think it would pull down and catch Goldman Sachs at that point? Well, let's see when the divergence happened. Oh, you could see right over here in gold letters, XLF at 1509. Why is 1509 important in XLF? I'm going to bring up a daily chart right here to show you guys even further. I'm going to remove this chart here. Just give me a second. This is very crucial. And I'm going to pull up a chart of XLF on the daily. Now here's a chart of XLF on the daily. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see. Look at this A+ trigger in XLF at 1509. A trigger here in XLF at 1509 could bring it, and you see it's a double top, this 1509. The May 19th high of XLF was 1509, as well as the August 2nd high in XLF was 1509. And a break of that could potentially bring XLF from 1509 to the next daily resistance level at $15.55, representing the May 18th high of XLF. So back to the 1-minute chart. Let me put up Goldman on the 1-minute versus XLF here so you could see the divergence and how it happened. And you could see right over here is what we're talking about. XLF started breaking 1509. XLF started to break 1509 right here, and Goldman plummeted. So I thought if XLF broke 1509, considering that Goldman Sachs follows XLF, that XLF was going to continue to shoot up. Now, what happened here? Why did Goldman Sachs dip? It was obviously a good buy. You could see what I was looking at. But what happened was the human being that brought Goldman Sachs, and if you're listening to this, I'm sorry this happened to you. You bought all those shares of Goldman Sachs through 165, and what happened is you put in a market sell to sell all your shares when Goldman Sachs started getting whippy. You see, Goldman Sachs broke 116.05. It got to 20. You can't release 100,000 shares of Goldman Sachs and still make money in a 20-cent range. So the stock started dipping up and down a little, and then at this point, the person decided to put in his stop of Goldman Sachs right at 164.99, something that I would even preach to do. And what he did was, when you sell 80 to 100,000 shares of Goldman Sachs at 164.99, you bring it down. XLF was still going up. JP Morgan was strong. Bank of America is strong. You name the financial company, it was strong during this up move. So what happened was he dumped his shares. We were saying go all in right here. And XLF kept breaking up because it broke that 1509 trigger. And it was a gift from God that we were able to call that and be all over it. Congratulations to everybody who had your best day today. Congratulations to those who killed Goldman Sachs alongside with us. You need to be here while this is happening. You're not going to find this anywhere else. I dare you to try. Come for a free 2-week trial. Do yourself a favor and take this free 2-week trial. No credit card, no nothing. We like to earn your business the old-fashioned way. We like to do right by you. This is how we did right by you today. If you're interested in joining us for a free 2-week trial, please visit us at www.SCOTtrends.com. Happy trading. Make money. We murdered it today. I will see you boys tomorrow for some more Goldman Sachs action.